So let us start one more problem on the isometric projection of the solids. So this is the problem definition. A sphere of diameter 50 mm rests centrally on top of a cube of sides 50 mm. Draw the isometric projections of the combination of solids. Earlier you have studied about single solids. One is prism, other one is pyramid. Okay. Now we are going to see the combination of solids. Read the problem carefully. That is very essential. Whenever you start a problem to draw, first read the problem carefully and understand what exactly they have given. Half 50% of the problem will be solved only when you have understood the problem. If you don't understand the problem, you cannot solve the problem. So they have told a sphere of diameter 50 mm is centrally resting on top of a cube of sides 50 mm. Okay, there's a cube first placed. On that you're keeping a sphere. ಒಂದು ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾಲ್ ಇಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ with of same dimensions, that is 50 mm and 50 mm. That is what it's drawn here. So after this you have to draw the orthographic view first. Okay, orthographic view you have to draw with XY line VPHP because it is first quadrant, and then draw a circle of 50 mm diameter. Then you need to project it, keep it in a box, right? So you have to keep it in a box because a cube is also of 50 mm sides. So you're drawing a box of 50 mm sides. On that you're drawing a circle of 50 mm circle. So in the top view you can see a box, you can see a circle. In the front view you can see the same thing, that is a box of 50 mm. Okay, the annotations have shown only for you make you understand. That is, it's AA1, BB1, CC1, DD1 represents the cube or the box of the, sorry, box or the center of the cube. It's drawn here. Whereas 1, 2, 3, 4 represents the circumference of the sphere. Okay, in the front view, I've drawn with the annotations A dash, B dash, C dash on the top, A1, B1, C1 at the bottom. And I'm measuring from this top the radius line of, if this is 60 mm, 50 mm diameter, I have to measure 50 mm radius here and draw the circle. This length is 25 mm radius. See first you measure it, locate the point, and then draw the circle of 50 mm diameter. Okay, this is the combination. See where exactly what is placed. On top of the cube the sphere is placed. It is not on the sphere the cube is placed, it is on top of the cube the sphere is placed. That is very important. Okay, that is how we need to locate it. So you are locating the cube first and then on top of it you are drawing the sphere. Okay, this is how we draw the orthographic view. Now let me go to the isometric projections. Okay, isometric projections, we draw the top view itself. We start with the top view. So what we do, we draw one horizontal line, then we draw two 30-degree angle lines on either sides. Okay, I'll call them as OX and OY, so that it is making you understand that there are two coordinate systems that is equal to 120 degrees each. We're not talking about Z. Z comes later. Okay, after you have drawn the coordinate system, measure A1, B1 or B1, C1 or C1, D1 or A1, D1. Both, all the four sides are equal to 50 mm. So let me measure. I'm taking B1 as center of this particular isometric diagram. I'm measuring B1, C1 length. So I'm converting it into isometric scale, 50 mm into 0.8164, and I'm locating C1. Okay. Later I'm measuring A1, B1 length, converting into isometric scale, that's 50 mm into 0.8164, locating A1. So D can be located now just by drawing parallel lines from both the sides. After that, what you have to do, this is the base part of the cube is drawn. A1, B1, C1 is the base part of the base part of the cube. Okay, base part of the cube is drawn. Now I have to draw the top of view. Before drawing the top, I have to measure the height. Height is drawn with vertical lines. Height is drawn with vertical lines. So I'm measuring A1 dash A dash length and locating it here. See, this is the A dash A1 dash. A dash A1 dash in the top of view. That is orthography I've taken. This distance I've taken. I've measured it and I've converted it into isometric scale here. After conversion, this point becomes A dash. So I've drawn same length on all the corners. Measure this distance and transfer it here on to the points B1, C1 and D1. After that, draw this top portion here also. This is how we draw it. Okay, this is how we draw the top portion also. So base A1, B1, C1, D1 will be exactly similar to A, B, C, D. Okay, that is how we draw the top face of the cube. Okay, after we've drawn this, what you have to do? Now the top portion of this, or the entire cube is drawn. On top of it, I have to draw the circle. This is the front view of the isometric orthogonal projection of the combination of solids. Here in the isometric, we need to draw it. How do you draw it? Keep in your mind, this is very, very important point. Please don't neglect this. I have to locate the center of the top face of the cube. I have to locate center of the top face of the cube. How do I draw it? I can just draw one horizontal line from A to C and draw BD so that I can get one center of the top face. And then keep in your mind, this is very essential, this is very important. The axis length, sorry, the radius of the circle. The radius of the circle is, is 25 mm. That is being converted. That is being converted into isometric scale. The radius, this portion, radius is 25 mm. Radius is 25 mm. I'm converting it into isometric scale. That is 25 into 0.8164, and I'm measuring it here on the vertical distance. See, I'm locating the center of the sphere. Keep in your mind, I'm converting radius of the sphere and locating the center here. So actual radius of the sphere is 25 mm. Actual radius of the sphere is 25 mm. I am converting it into isometric 25 mm. That is 25 into 0.8164. It will be naturally less than 25. It may be 24.4 or something like that. Okay, you measure it and then locate it here. This distance should be located isometric center of the sphere. After you have located the sphere center, now take actual radius of the sphere. Now take actual radius of the sphere, that is actual radius 25 mm, and draw a circle from the center of the point. This is the center of the point of the circle, and from there you're drawing the sphere of actual radius 25 mm. Okay, if you clearly observe the point here, I'm just showing the arrow mark here, the cursor, you can see it is crossing the center axis length, the radius length. You can see this is the length of the actual radius, the isometric radius. This is the center of the top face of the cube. From here I'm measuring it. This becomes the isometric 25. This is the isometric 25. I'm locating the center of the sphere. From this center, that is, it may be D or less than D or below D. From that point, I'm measuring radius 25 mm, actual radius 25 mm. From that one, I'm drawing the circle. When I draw the circle, the circumference of the circle crosses the midpoint of the base part, top face of the cube. You can see here, this portion. I'm showing the cursor. This portion is crossing over. It is not exactly on here, on the midpoint, this point of the top face of the cube. It is not here, it is below. That shows whatever you are drawn is correct. If it is crossing, it's coming exactly here. If you're drawing it from this point, then it is wrong. So drawing the circle, that is sphere, in the form of circle in the isometric projections, you have to locate the center of the sphere is very, very essential. Locating the center of the sphere is very, very essential. If you don't locate the center exactly with isometric 25, I can't draw the sphere with actual 25. If you draw it exactly 25 mm here, actual 25, it may just touch here. That is wrong. It should not touch, it should be below this line. That only then it will be right. So keep in your mind this location of center of sphere is very, very essential. Center of the sphere is located with isometric radius 25 for this diameter 50 mm, and then I'm drawing with actual radius 25. Actual radius 25 to draw the circle. Okay, after you've drawn, you can remove the hidden lines. I cannot see this line, this distance I can't see. I cannot see this distance. I cannot see this line also. I cannot see A1, 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 B1, B1, C1. I cannot see. So I'm just removing the lines. This is how we remove all the hidden lines and annotations. Only for your sake, I have drawn the annotations, if not required. So you have to remove all the annotations, and if you want, you can retain the construction lines or you can remove them. I have removed most of the construction lines. I have retained this exactly this length of the radius, because to specifically tell you that this is very, very important. Location of the center of the circle is isometric radius. After that, while you're drawing the circle, you have to draw with actual radius with the same center. Location from the top face of the cube, from here, from this point to this point, is isometric 25. After that, from the center, I've measured exactly actual radius of 25 and drawn the circle. This is how we need to draw the sphere. Okay, I hope I made it clear. Thank you. Let me stop.